Greetings, Benjamin J from Ben's Trains with another in the series. Well, a quick follow-up on that Lionel 1060 set that arrived a couple hours ago. Anyway, as you can see, I pulled the motor out of it, and when it arrived, the axle on the rear truck was really badly bent. So I pulled the motor out, straightened the axle, and while I had the motor out, I lubricated it, of course, and gave it a quick once-over, and it's actually running really, really well. So what I'm going to do is mask off the numbers and respray the entire shell black. Someone has painted the front of the boiler white, as you can see, with a brush. So I'll respray it black, and this is going to look virtually new. Now, it's absolutely filthy, as are all of the cars, as you can see. I mean, genuine dirty. This has been sitting someplace for decades. But it is in fairly decent condition. The only problem with the caboose is it has a broken corner. And I've got another Lionel caboose body, so I'll just pull this body off, swap it out with another one, and I'll have a complete, really decent set for 14 bucks. Plus, it came with all of the original track. So this was in the bottom of the box. I just got this out. Anyway, I just got the Lionel 1060 put back together. So it's on the rail. Let's take this around and see how it runs. So the Lionel 1060 complete set, 14 bucks on eBay, and I was the only bidder. As you see, that runs just absolutely perfectly. Now, I haven't replaced the light bulb yet. I've got to get a bayonet light bulb, bayonet mount light bulb for it. So I'll go down to the automotive store, very likely later today, pick one up. But as you see, this runs splendidly. Now, this is a basic set. All these Scout locomotives are entry-level locomotives. So this one runs forward only, but it does have a headlight and a lens. I just need to replace the bulb. But as you see, this runs really, really well. So I've got to pull the motor back out so I can actually clean this up. I'm going to dump it down in some hot soapy water with all of the rest of the cars. Swap out the body on that one. I'll mask off the numbers on this one, pull the bell off, and then respray the entire shell black. And this is going to look virtually new. So there's no damage to it. It has very little run time. And it probably hasn't been run since that axle was bent. And it's probably been sitting in a box for the last who knows how long. It's been years, decades. This is 1961. So it's a fairly old set. And it has the slope back tender, the flat car, gondola, and the caboose. Like I said, the caboose has that broken corner, so I'll just swap out this body. I've got one around here somewhere. I just have to dig it out. And I have a nice new Lionel 1060 complete set with the original track, 14 bucks. And it's running just absolutely splendidly. So as I always stress, don't overlook the junk. Now let's stop it here. I'm going to pull this locomotive off and put it on a full-size consist. This is 16 cars. This is actually fairly heavy. And as you see, it runs just absolutely perfectly. No problem with it at all. That's 50% power pulling 16 cars. So this locomotive runs just absolutely perfectly. So I'll pull it back apart, get it cleaned up, replace the light bulb. That rear axle is straight. It's actually running quite true. So just want to do a quick follow-up on this 1060 set. Can't beat the price, 14 bucks. It's running just absolutely splendidly. So the complete set with the original track. 14 bucks, just absolutely perfect, just running condition. No problem with it at all. So a few drops of oil, had to straighten that axle on the rear truck. But as you see, it's actually spinning quite true. So it was definitely worth what I paid for it, no doubt. So again, I gotta say it, don't overlook the junk. When I get finished with this is gonna look really, really nice. If I respray this black, the locomotive will look new. Some genuine soap and water. This is going to clean up really well. few drops of oil on the wheels themselves. I'll swap out this body. I've got another one under the bench. So I'll swap out that body, and this is going to be a really great Lionel set. Basic entry-level stuff, but even so, 14 bucks, it runs great. It can pull 16 cars at 50% power. So it's really difficult to beat that, plus the original track. Anyway, I just want to do a quick follow-up video on this. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email. BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.